There's one ritual that the elites use, that the wealthy use, and they all use, and that is
every time you're losing years off your life.
Wow.
And so for the
your seed within your body is your creative life force, and you need to begin to start retaining this energy.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Huh? Yes.
Look at you.
Something with it.
It's just money coming to me easily. Money coming in and needing me. Money coming in repeatedly. Money coming, this is money coming. This is money coming to me frequently. Money coming in to be with me. Money coming in secretly. Money coming, this is money coming. This is money coming to me always. Money coming in all day. Money coming in all pay. Money coming, this is money coming. This is money coming to me frequently. Money coming in to be with me. Money coming in secretly. Money coming, this is money coming. This is money coming to me easily. Money coming in and needing me. Money coming in repeatedly. Money coming, this is money.
there's one ritual that the elites use, that the wealthy use, and they all use, and that is orgasm. This was a ritual. I was taught very specifically the energetic power of orgasm. And there's two ways to release that power. First is to give yourself an orgasm through masturbation. Secondly is to have an orgasm with someone else. And when you have an orgasm with someone else, if you both have an orgasm at the same time, the energy is infinitely bigger. What happens when you have an orgasm, a physical orgasm? And there's a difference, as you know, between, let's say, with a male, ejaculation and orgasm. There's a difference. You can have an ejaculation, but not necessarily an orgasm. You can have an orgasm, but not necessarily ejaculate. So when you have both the physical release as well as the, we'll call it the emotional, it's more spiritual, release of orgasm, you connect on a frequency that goes above the physical into various dimensions. At the top, vibratory dimension, which is the highest or lightest or less dense, is really the best way to describe it. There is a veil, and above the veil, there's nothing. It's called the static, sometimes called oneness, and sometimes God. But this is the oneness. This is the universal connected static. It doesn't have waves. It doesn't have matter, energy, space, or time. And when you have this orgasm, you connect, you actually pierce the veil, and you leave the world or the illusion of duality, and you have a connectedness to all that is. But it is not just an emotional feeling, it's an experience that surpasses all human understanding. And those who come from a Christian tradition, it actually says that in the Bible. So the ritual that we were trained in was to enjoy and have orgasm. The ultimate is to help the other person enjoy and have orgasm as well, and to experience it at the same time. It doesn't happen most of the time. It happens sometimes, but that when it does, you're at that highest level. And in that state of oneness, this is where you plant the seed of your desire, of what you want to create or manifest in life. So before we go into the act of sexual experience where we're going to hopefully lead to orgasm, we think of it's a ritual. I'm doing this, yes, for pleasure. I'm doing this to pleasure my partner, but I'm also doing this as a ritual to plant the seed into the universe, not just to benefit myself, but to benefit the whole. That's the ritual that we're taught.
I couldn't agree more with what this man is saying, coming from someone who actually dabbles in sex magic, which is exactly what this is. And a lot of people actually dabble in it and not even realizing it. Meanwhile, the person who knows that they're doing it while doing it with you is harvesting your energy and harnessing your energy, because at the end of the day, the big O is one of the best ways to manifest and to bring to fruition what it is that you want. But it's either you do it by yourself or you do it with a partner, but the partner has to know in order for it to be much stronger. Have you guys remember, well, for those of you who do watch American Horror Story, there is an episode on the Coven, American Horror Story Coven, when the lady who was trying to have a baby went to Marie Laveau for some sort of ritual, and she ended up being inside of the circle with her husband and the snake and everything. That was sex magic they were doing, actually. And a lot of people don't realize how to harness the energy of your big O, which is, oh my gosh, I have I just had flashbacks of all the things that I've actually done. And this is a PG-13. This is a PG video, but it actually brought so much flashback of all the things that I was able to manifest, one by myself and also with partners. But it really takes a very open-minded partner for you to actually explain this to, and they have to actually believe it, because they can't just be like, oh, okay, yeah, and then do it, because you have to actually feel it, right? And you have to think. So basically, I have this book. It's called Blood, Sex, Magic. It's not my book, but it's a book that I purchased. And it talks about, using the feminine energy and your womb and all of that to manifest. Men can do it as well, but nowadays, men, especially black men, literally just waste all of their life forces because they don't know how to harness. And that's the reason why a lot of black men are in the position that they're in, because they're just giving it away, throwing it down the sink and in the shower and everything. And I'm just like, oh. All right. Let me get into the video, okay? But no, it is very, very important. When you withhold that, a lot of men don't realize that giving it out just to any and everybody, or just throwing it down the sink or down the wash, down the shower and everything, the shower drain and everything, they don't realize they're releasing their life force and their creative energy. And men who have no self-control cannot really create like that, because you just can't. And if you do your own research on this, but I think women and men are the most creative when they withhold that energy. And when you and your partner, so I'm gonna give you guys a little trick on how to actually do it, right? I was telling this guy that I was dating a while back, back in my days. And I actually taught him how to do it. And he actually manifested his CMOS business. And I was like, but so basically how you do it is, while you are in the process, right, you talk to your partner and say, hey, this is what we're going to focus on tonight. We're going to manifest this tonight. Could be a car or a house or something, but both of you have to be in sync, right? And when you are about to climax, it'll be good if you both do it at the same time and focus on the same thing. Hell, even speaking it out loud, saying it out loud while it's happening is probably one of the best ways to actually bring it to fruition. So how I tell you how men be stealing your life force by talking about, oh, whose is this? Oh, it's mine. Well, that's how they have that grip on you. They're saying that is theirs, you confirming that is theirs, in the middle of a big oh, you're definitely trapped after that. Absolutely. So whenever you're in the process of it, think about it and all of this and all of that, and then the explosion, and then boom. I don't know how else to explain it without you two being triggered by what I'm saying, because we need this video to stay up, okay? So yeah. It's actually a beautiful thing. It really is when you think about it. And the ones who maybe are celibate, because I know there's going to be ladies in the comment section, I'm celibate. Can I do it by myself? Of course you can. As a matter of fact, yes, you can. Yes. The men can too, but I think the women are more powerful than the men. So therefore, like, if you're trying to do it by yourself, yes. I actually have this ritual. I know I'm like whispering when it comes to that. It's because I don't know how crazy YouTube gets about those words, right? I might have to do it for the members only, but it's definitely like you need some candles, and you don't need nobody, you just need yourself, and it just have to be nighttime, okay? So yes, but it's basically is to bring somebody back to your bed. So if you guys want that, let me know in the comment section, and I will make that video for members only. So if you're not a member, please join the group, because we talk about some good stuff. We talk about some interesting things. But yes, so let me know what you guys think, if you knew about this before. And this is one of the reasons too why a lot of the celebrities, a lot of the elite like to throw these escapade parties. When you know what I'm talking about, when they have the mix multiple people at the same time, because they're literally birthing new ideas. They're birthing new things. That is the reason why it's very popular to happen. That's, in my opinion, whenever I heard the whole thing about Diddy and how he be going for 40 days and 40 nights, that's what I was thinking the whole time. I'm like, this is absolute magic. Absolutely. I absolutely believe that. And the fact that, when he was talking about the men putting it on him, rubbing it off, taking it off of her and putting it on him, I was like, this man know what he's doing. This is some dark stuff that this man is doing, and he's utilizing the energy of the people that he hires and pays him like $10,000. Meanwhile, he's making millions off of it. Trust me, this man knows. Okay. So yeah, y'all let me know about this. If you have ever tried it, will you ever try it? And or what do you think about it? Do you think it's taboo? Do you think it's, because at the end of the day, you're already having sex, so it's gonna kill you to try it, you know? So hey, try it and see if it works for you. Just make sure that if you do try it, whether you are by yourself or with a partner, you have to focus. You have to see what you're trying to manifest in your mind's eye. And if you are speaking it, screaming it, whatever the case may be, it will be even better. So anyways, I hope you guys have some sort of understanding of it, and let me know if you tried it or if you're going to. Talk to you later. Bye.
So they say if you want to have a longer, like more virile, like more like just to make $1 million, can anyone retain their
Told you it's natural to release often. They lied. Every time you ejaculate, you lose life force, not just fluid. That's why you feel drained after. It's not just biology, it's spiritual depletion. Your semen holds the blueprint of generations. It's the condensed essence of creation. When you retain it, the energy recycles through your body, charging your mind, nervous system, and intuition. You literally glow. Think of all of the ancient warriors, prophets, monks, sages. They practice retention. Why? Because semen in divine currency, it unlocks telepathy, it sharpens memory, it raises frequency. Corn, that's a weapon. It's not just lust, it's psychological warfare to drain divine men. The system profits from your weakness. But the moment you say no, you flip the switch. You rise above, animal instincts step in, God mode. You don't need a reason to hold your seed. You need a reason to waste it. This is your divine inheritance. Guard it like gold. You're not addicted. You're awakening. This is how it begins.
Our sexual energy is also our creative energy. So how do you think you're gonna feel if you're just unconsciously releasing that energy willy-nilly all over the place? You might feel like you're in a rut. You might feel like you lack creativity, focus, inspiration. So instead, you can actually practice retaining that sexual energy, not letting it out externally. Focus on cycling it back through your body as a guy or a girl. And you can still have deeply satisfying, intimate experiences with yourself and with others. You can have it all. And you can keep that energy in your being to apply it to your creative pursuits, your social relationships, your business endeavors. Everything upgrades because you have more life force in you. And I cannot preach this enough. All my boys I've showed this to have been like, dog, how? Why? How did I not know about this? Because you'll be a freaking stud. Not only will your life upgrade, but your performance in bed is gonna be mythic, God status. I'm just saying, we can have it all, and we can upgrade just really in every way by learning how to harness that sexual energy. This is the beginning of understanding Tantra, really meditating with the subtle energetics of our bodies to understand, oh, I can move the energy from down here to in here to up here, and that changes things. That changes our experience, how we relate, how others relate to us.
We're going to touch up some stuff on this book. So in this book is called Spell of Abundance, Love, Wealth, and Protection. So in this book, on the first page, actually, I have a glamour affirmation that you will basically say, you stand in front of the mirror and you stare at yourself and you admire yourself, and you will say to yourself how beautiful you are. You'll basically seal your beauty, like your glam, after you've done your makeup, or even stand in front of the mirror naked with nothing on, so you can really reaffirm yourself of your beauty, of your confidence, and all that. This book is mainly for like self-confidence and self-elevation, you know, calling the goddess in you, calling the divinity in you, you know, calling the beauty in you, and also work with the moon, because the moon represents the woman, the mother, water, all of this. So yeah, I have all the steps in here of all all the spells that you need to. It has one for to get rid of unwanted guests. It's pretty funny. To get rid of unwanted guests. And this book right here, right? So I'm gonna run down real quick about the materials that you're going to need. You will need a brand new broom. It has to be brand new. And you will need a piece of parchment paper, a black pen, a black trash bag, because we're going to get rid of this sucker, right? And of course your intentions. And also I have spells on here that you can say. I have daily affirmations. And also I have spells on here that you can do every single day to work with the energy of the planets of the day, and also the archangels that work with the day. So anyways, there's so many spells. There's a 7-day manifestation spell with archangels, and let's see, a 30-day money spell with bay leaves and the Fihu sign, which is a money sign. It's like an F with the extra part. Anyways, the symbol is there, and I even show you like what you need to do, what the sigil looks like, all that, and the keys to enhance your spell. So there are different things on here on how to enhance your spell, and basically